Hey everybody, it's Karen from Art for Acrylics. Welcome to my Fluid Art channel. Gonna hop right to it. You're staring at a failed bloom. It had like this rose design in the middle, and that's because I poured a little bit of black CA and then tried to blow it out in a circle to make the, a shape of a rose, and it was a giant fail. So now I'm doing a SheleeArt flip cup. Try to catch you up on the colors. So there's a bunch of black at the bottom of that cup. And then that was golden, bright gold, some cadmium orange. What am I doing right now? Something dark. I don't know. I don't know if that's deox purple or Prussian blue. And then that is fluorescent magenta, or bright pink. And this is one I definitely questioned my color choices. I was like, ew. Maybe some more deox purple. Not real sure. Yeah, I turned the camera on, but I didn't talk. And I was just goofing off. A little more purple. And then kill it off with some gold. And I think prior to the experiment with the rose bloom, I was doing a ring pour. So that's why there's a big mess on my counter. And why I'm using a larger cup, because that's a 8-ounce cup for a 10 by 10 canvas. So we're going to go ahead and give this a flip. I will tell you, if you take this on, you want to make sure your cell activator is the same consistency as your paint colors. Normally for a bloom, it's always slightly thinner. But if you do that, and you'll see in a minute, and you forget to thicken it up, your CA will run away when you try to tilt. And it doesn't hold the cells as well either. So there's the flip cup. I gave it a lip, so it's a flipping lip with the lip of the cup edge, just to put a pattern or a design for visual interest. And then I think I'm just standing around staring at the mess I've made. And then just using up the leftover colors in the cup to get it on the canvas. There's plenty of paint on here. And if you were going to take this on fresh, you would just put down your PPG pillow paint or whatever you like to use and give it a little spin, because you don't need the pillow to be fluffy. You're just putting down the base to help things slide around. But since I already had that old painting that was still very wet, I didn't need to put any base paint down. So now I'm giving this a tilt, and there's a big gray area there that I end up hating. And I'm going to dork around with this for a minute to try and save it. I am torching for bubbles, and I used to feel like, oh, don't torch house paint. But I think if you do it quick enough and you don't linger, it's fine. It can dry out your house paint, but there's the minimal house paint, out of the can on this canvas. So we're going to try to save this because I liked the top of it, like that twisty band of colors over on the left here. And I bet you I'm trying to get rid of that blob of white paint because, ew. Yep, there it goes. So a bunch of tilting, a bunch of spinning. But that gray box on the other side, it was just ruining it for me. But, it was late night pouring. And sometimes I just get lost in my own thoughts and in my own head and forget about the world. And I think that's what happened here, and why I wasn't talking and just, playing and trying to make something work. ultimately it doesn't. I'm pretty sure I give up here in a minute and go again. Oh no, I decided to try and stretch that gray area out. And as I'm holding it, holy cow, nearly perpendicular, you'll see the cell activator. See how it's making a point? It looks like some crazy bird at the moment. That was the cell activator running away because it wasn't as thick as the colors. So I think I tried to reverse here. Oh, let me see. And then I had a little good giggle because it's too much to try to reverse and go the opposite way. But, you know, I give it a go. Oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, no, not saving it. Maybe I can spend some off, but I don't think so. Oh, yeah. It's a shame, too, because the top half of that canvas was really quite beautiful. No, I'm not giving up just yet. I think I'm going to try to take it all the way across. But it just didn't go with the other half. You know, no matter what I did. See, now I'm getting really close. But then my cells started getting really wonky. And I have to see how the CA ran. I have to admit defeat here as I'm staring at it like, no. So let's go again. This time there is white CA at the bottom of the cup. This is a 3-ounce cup. There is some azo gold followed by, oh, what is this color? It's a violet. I think it's permanent violet, medium violet, followed by some cadmium orange. And as soon as I put that color in, I was like, I don't know about this color combo. A whole bunch of gold. So it's obvious I want this to be lighter. There was too much black in that first iteration. That's just a little bit of black CA to kill it off. You don't have to do that. That was just me getting rid of it. And I'm goofing off here, making little patterns in my art for no reason whatsoever. I should at least spelled out something. So yeah, so now we switch to just a 3-ounce cup, which is a more appropriate size for a 10 by 10 canvas. And we'll give this a lift. And then we'll lip it, make a little pattern. It's definitely brighter and happier. And I was happy to see the white. And then because I put that little bit of black CA in at the end, a little bit of that showed up as well. So as long as you have some black as long as you have a cell activator as the first color in, you are free to add more wherever you want it. You want to add another dollop in the middle of the colors or at the end, why not? There's no rules. So giving this a spin, opening it up, and I am still very much on the fence about this orange and violet combo. I was very much ew, but there was some gorgeous, gorgeous lacing and cells going on. So I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and stretch it out and spin it out. And spinning usually lightens up the colors. And I thought if I could get some of that orange off, it wouldn't be half bad. I'm having a bit of a dilemma right here because there's some fabulous cells that are on the edge. And I'm trying to, in my brain, figure out what to do. So while I'm thinking, I'm just popping bubbles with my skewer and having to think, oh, I decided to torch for the bubbles. Because if you do it quick enough, it's fine. This is where I slowed down, though, to just, like, really look at it. Oh, my goodness, that orange. That's not my shade of orange, for sure. Maybe I lose a bunch right here though. It's getting better. I don't remember what I do next. I'm watching right along with you guys. Like, what's she gonna do now? Because I don't remember. Oh my goodness. And let me see. I guess I'm gonna give it a tilt. Oh, it had these really cool lines. The line work was very striking on this piece because they seem to sit on top of the other colors. So it had a really cool like 3D visual effect going on. So right now I'm extreme tilting to straighten out the lines. Because once I caught on to that, then I could see like in my mind what the composition should be. And that's half the battle, really, is being able to see the composition. And now that I got a lot of that orange off, this is starting to look pretty. Yeah, I think I'm like getting pretty happy with this. I'm fixing a niche or something in the canvas. Am I doing anything else? One last spin? No? Is this it? I'm pretty happy with it right there. Yeah? No? Oh, I'm dorking around with the line work. Yep, having it go all the way to the edge. These little details matter.
This way or this way?
Deciding where to go with the lines. Yeah, pretty happy with this though. I don't know what I'm tilting here. Why am I tilting? Is it that thumbprint? There's like a black thumb. That's what I'm doing, is trying to get rid of that black mark and take it off the edge. You see it? It looks like a thumb. I bet you anything that was bothering my eye. So I was like, yeah, you gotta come off. Plus I wanted to stretch out the lacing. Pretty sure. Ooh, stubborn hair too. You see it? Doesn't it look like a thumb? This just looks like an Arizona windstorm to me, the colors. I think I'm gonna spin off the thumb. Try to get rid of it. Oh, almost there. You see it? It's just on that. I'm pointing to it. Like, get off. Oh. It's always so interesting what you end up with compared to what came out of the cup, like that initial puddle, to versus the finished result. I'm really quite happy with this piece. I think it's very unusual color combo that somehow works together, and I really do like the composition very, very much. So, am I done? Do I say ta-da yet? I think I do. What am I doing now? Lord only knows. Oh my gosh. It's painful for me to watch this back. Yeah, I think I'm done. Let me get you down for the dry results. Hey guys, I'm back with the dry results of this one. It is about a month old and I resined it last night. Really quite happy with it and taken with it. There are a lot of things I like right now. Since it's been resin, that's why it's on an angle, because otherwise, you know, it's Glare City. I don't know if I want a black frame or a gold frame. So let me throw it in the gold and then we'll talk about it. Oh yeah, see, that just lightens the whole thing up. I think I prefer the gold frame. Some things I really like about this is the line work and the lacing all look like it's very 3D. You see up here, like it's got this ghost effect where it looks like it's sitting on top of the colors. That happened in quite a few places. I just think that's wicked cool. It does remind me of a windstorm in Arizona or, you know, New Mexico or somewhere. And I'm super happy that the risk I took with that color combo paid off, because I don't know, cadmium orange and I just don't like it. But it worked out this time. And I also think it's interesting that this looks like it's really red and it's not. That's the quinacridone violet mixing with the orange and making it kind of red. Very, very interesting. I hope you guys like this. It was fun to do something different. I will be back next week with something new and different as well. Gonna keep it a secret. And until then, please like, share, and subscribe. You know the drill. Welcome to new folks to my channel, and have a great summer. See you guys. Peace out.